Hello, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Faith, and this is Faith and Living. So, I've been reading the Bible again. I'm currently reading for Samuel, and I'm reading about the children of Israel. And I've been made to see how I am with them if God doesn't help me. And currently, the children of Israel in First Samuel, where I'm currently reading, came to meet Samuel and asked that they need a king. They went to meet Samuel. Oh, Samuel, we need a king. And the reason was that we wanted to be like the nations around us. They had already gotten to the promised land at this time, and the other nations around them, they longed to look like these other nations. So they came to meet Samuel and asked that he give them a king. And Samuel was grieved in his heart, like, why would you guys want a king? You guys already have a king that is greater than any other king that anyone will have. That no, you don't have to compare yourself with other nations that you are seeing around you. But no, they said so that we look like the other nations around us. When Samuel went to meet God and told God what they said, God said, "Don't worry, they rejected me, not you. Don't worry, don't be grieved on my behalf." And God told him to explain to them what would happen if they have a king and everything. But they said, yes, we want it. And it's just funny how so many people are also like this, like, God has said, okay, this is what I want for you, but because it doesn't look like what other people have, it's like, no, I don't want that before that people have and all of that. And it brings me to reflect and wonder if there are times in my life that I've also longed for something that God has not given to me, God has not proposed, God has not intended for me to have. Comparison is something that God frowns against. God doesn't want any one of us, his children, to compare ourselves with any other of his children, because all of us, he has made us uniquely. He has made us uniquely to stand in our God-given purpose and destiny for our lives. So it's something I want you, all of us, to reflect on and think about. If there are times in your life that, in our lives, even as we are living now, that we are comparing ourselves with other people, it's something also for me to think about, because whenever I share something here, it's something that I also currently learning, that I would like to share so that you also can learn from. So God will have all of us to live uniquely, live individually in the purpose and destiny that he has for us. And what the children of Israel wanted, it was lesser than what they had. They had God as their king. Can you imagine if there is a town, that's what the children of Israel had. They were a city and people that were ruled by God. But no, they did not value, they did not see the value in it. They want something that was lesser. And anything that is lesser is what God has not given to you. God has not given you something that is lesser. So I really want you to think about this, all of us, even as you're watching this video, think about this and see that God would not have you live in comparison to anybody. As long as you're working in God's purpose and plan for your life, you are unique, you are an individual in your own right. You don't have to compare yourself to anybody that you see around, or anyone that's not even like in God's purpose, especially because now, those other nations, those people in other nations, they were not actually like God's people. They were God's people, but no, they felt like what they had was lesser, and they longed for what was not given to them. But God will help us. God will help us as children to live uniquely and to live in His purpose for our life. So, yeah, I think that's all I have for this video. Till next time, keep living uniquely in your God-given purpose, and I pray God will help us. Till next time, bye.